welcome to everybody. I'm so happy to see you guys again. Welcome back to my channel, Behind the Star. And of course, I'm not alone today. I'm with my friends once again. But today is not about football, as Khuliso is trying to allude to with that badge. It's all about basketball and NBA, because in South Africa, we finally have the ESPN Channel back. So we're super excited. So NBA is back on SA. No more subscriptions for me. So I'm super excited. Last week was all about me trying to find a Premier League team. But my friend here, Khuliso, is not really much of a basketball fundi. And he wants to find an NBA home. So today is all about helping Khuliso find an NBA team. Okay, here's a disclaimer, right? This conversation started on Twitter and he already chose a team. So what we're gonna do is that we're still gonna do the whole thing of taking the team out of the hat, and he's gonna decide whether he wants to stay with his first choice or go with the name we pulled out. All right, Khuliso. Woo! We'll reveal a bit later which team he actually decided to support before we reveal the team that we pull out of the hat. So with me, we've got KK, Khuliso, Tanaka, Liam, my friends, my boys, and we're missing the beautiful Sneh. She's got network problems. Yeah. Okay, so you guys know that Sneh and I both support the Miami Heat. Sneh. Okay, please forgive me. I don't have a Miami Heat t-shirt, but I wanted to commit to wearing a basketball team top. This is wheelchair basketball, guys. South Africa.
Yeah, no, that's very NBA match.
Yeah, guys, at least I committed, you know what? But yes.
Yeah.
So KK, NBA season's restarting as well. I think it's the 30th as well. Super stoked, super excited. What have you made of it thus far? I mean, we've seen surprisingly, teams coming out strong. We saw great signings as well, great partnerships that are emerging. Surprising teams sitting at the top as well, and certain teams like your Golden State Warriors having the worst season of their lives. So the season had a lot of surprises.
Yeah, no, I think so far, I would say, obviously surprises with regards to, with COVID and the effects that it has had. But I wouldn't say I'm surprised with the teams that are on top. Obviously, I know Liam is not going to like this, but I did expect, the Warriors to be tanking the season. Without Clay, without Steph, arguably the best backcourt duo in the game, but I'm sure the guys who support Portland would argue much, and say, hey, what about McCallum, but I think, I'm not surprised in terms of the two teams. The biggest surprise, though, for me has got to be the fact that in the Eastern Conference, you've got the Greek Freak as well as his Milwaukee side.
Yeah.
They look like they dominate the scene there. It's going to be interesting to see how they fare with the playoffs, We start obviously on Thursday, to say, with one of the biggest clashes, the Lakers, Tanaka's Lakers, with the Clippers, So that's going to be very interesting to see who wins the Battle of LA, and what a way to kickstart the so-called bubble, LeBron versus Kawhi. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that one. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited as well. I mean, when it also comes to the Miami Heat, I mean, this team during the Wade, Bosh, LeBron James era, I mean, they were killing it, that top three. They were killing it, winning NBA championships. And then they kind of started, James left, went to the Cavs. And that partnership kind of it fell apart, and then Bosh retired, Wade retired. And Miami Heat just kind of felt like it wasn't the same team anymore. But this season, I mean, Bam Adebayo has been absolutely amazing. Jimmy Butler has been absolutely outstanding. And I love the fact that they've also kept their coach, Eric Spoelstra, which I think is one thing that they need in terms of consistency, which is something that teams like the New York Knicks lacks. Khuliso, as I look down at him. Tanaka, your thoughts?
Yeah, look, I think you're absolutely spot on. The Heat have been brilliant. Jimmy Butler, after moving from the 76ers, has certainly added a lot of steel to that side. Bam Adebayo has been a revelation this season for the Heat, but he's kind of in keeping with that. I think this was his trajectory always. Much was expected of Bam Adebayo, and I think now he's really coming into his own. Whether or not this is going to be the Heat that you just described, that Heat of old, I'm not certain. Balls, maybe KK can tell us a bit more about his thoughts, but I don't think so. Obviously, for me, my Lakers, beloved Lakers, Kawhi Leonard has a strong team over at the Clippers, but
yeah,
look, when there was talk of the bubble starting, the man who was making the most noise and so vocal about it was LeBron James.
Yeah,
adamant that the season shouldn't be cancelled. And I think he was that adamant because he realizes that this is his best opportunity to win another chip. With AD playing as well as he is, the partnership that they've managed to create. J.R. Smith has come in now, and he's going to add a lot of experience to that squad. There's winners with Dwight Howard as well. There's winners all around that team. And LeBron James seems to have everyone clicking in their ideas. If this season were to have been cancelled, you don't know what happens next season. They still talk about AD and how long he's going to stay at the Lakers. So LeBron James' best chance. He has to take the opportunity now, which is why he would have been desperate to get the season started again. It has, and I foresee it going his way.
No, definitely. I think the Lakers have a solid. I really think they have, a solid team. I mean, there's also McGee there as well. They also have Rondo as well. I mean, they have such a solid team and also experienced players as well, which is exactly what they needed this season. Because when you think of a team like the Lakers, they are the second most successful team in history after the Celtics. So it's kind of like carrying on with that that heritage, that history that they have, So, Khuliso, if you're looking for a team, you want to also look for heritage.
LeBron, that's your team.
Hi, everyone!
So what's going on with this entire?
What is Tanaka's team? And no Liam as Golden State. What is Tanaka's team?
Lakers.
Mighty Lakers.
And you and I are Miami Heat. I don't know who KK is.
Yeah.
KK, who are you?
It's gonna surprise you. I'm actually a Washington Wizards fan.
What?
Guys, Yep, believe it or not, yeah. I know, yeah, but
is currently sitting on
9.
Oh, I opened the. Oh, what a shock!
9. Yeah, but that has to do so. What happens is I support all teams from Washington DC. Yeah, because remember I stayed there for a while, so even if
Flex, boy, flex.
No, we see you. We see you.
So all teams from, and I'm not moving. Whether we're tanking or winning, I'm still with the Wizards. I'm not like Abu Liam coming with Abu Steph Curry and Abu Tanaka with the
and some Miami Heat fans that left with LeBron James. As soon as LeBron left, they followed him. I'm suspecting Tanaka is one of those. I don't think he was a Lakers fan.
I'm thinking maybe for this to be for Khuliso to kind of chime in here, being the one who's looking for advisement. Maybe he tells us what he's looking for in a team, and then we can best make the decision and the recommendation on his requirements.
You actually ask a question first as to why he had chosen that team first. The New York
because
Knicks.
I also didn't know why he chose the New York.
Tell us, Khulz.
Yeah. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cool. So I don't necessarily watch the games. But being a journalist and an overall sports fan, I watch a lot of their shows on YouTube, and there was this one day, I think it was last year, where I was watching, and what's his name? Stephen A. Smith was ranting about the New York Knicks and stuff like that. And he spoke about Spike Lee, and then I actually realized that Spike Lee was one of the fans, and I'm a huge Spike Lee fan. So I was like, if Spike Lee liked this team, why not? And then 2 days ago,
Spike Lee likes all the teams, guys. That guy used to be a Bulls fan back in the day.
I actually realized that the New York Knicks had not won the championship for like 50 years.
Dude, the last time they won a championship, Stephen A. Smith was 5 years old.
Yeah, that's
and
what
he's like 53 this
year.
That paints a picture, bruh.
Nah, yeah. I see Khuliso's trend though. Like Liverpool 30 years. We want another team that's beyond 30 years.
And also for me, there was also the attraction of the city, because in as much as I've never been to the USA. If someone wants to say to me, where do you want to go? I'll probably say, I want to go to New York City, And when I saw that we play our home games at the Garden, I was like, oh, look at that! This is the perfect game. There isn't anything basketball related, which I would say was my reason to choose the club. Well, I don't even know their players. But I do know players from other teams and stuff like that, and I just know the basic, and now with ESPN coming back stuff, because I remember, I think last year or the year before that, I would wake up at like 2 in the morning, get on Twitter or get on WhatsApp, and I see KK is ranting about something there. KK is so those are the people that you know when you wake up at 2 in the morning, they'll be ranting about something or complaining about something on a Monday morning, which is obviously still Sunday that side.
I think your greatest players, top of my head, besides Carmelo Anthony, Patrick Ewing. I hope I'm pronouncing it correct. Or is it Ewing? Yeah, Patrick Ewing. I mean, one of your greatest players. Then you have Carmelo Anthony. And I really don't know. I mean, I think there was...
I went to an interview once for a job. And when I got there, someone wanted me to put together a package of a basketball game that had played the night before. I had absolutely no idea what was going on. But lucky for me, I just listened to the commentator, and when he said, "Oh, that's 3 points," I was like, "Okay, cool. I'm gonna go with those 3 points." For me, I thought it was just teams, like a team from New York going down to Miami, going down to Washington, wherever to play whatever team. I didn't know that they had conferences, but that's one thing that I learned from the Michael Jordan docu as well. And what he did for the sport, and without knowing a lot, I think he's the GOAT of basketball. I don't think LeBron James is there.
Fans will fight you. LeBron James fans will fight you over that opinion, but it's okay.
But numbers don't lie, though. Numbers don't lie.
I mean, Jordan has won 6 championships, and I think that's the one thing that really puts him there. Kobe got 5, but yeah, that's as far as obviously he'll go. But
how many does LeBron have?
LeBron
3. He has 3.
He has 1 with the
Cavs.
No,
he must sit down.
2 with Miami Heat.
He must sit down.
Wait, 2 with Miami Heat. 1 with the Cavs. Yeah, he has 3, ne? Yeah, 3.
Yeah, he has 3.
So Khuliso was talking about he supports the Knicks because of who did he say? Who's that producer? Spike Lee. Maybe Khuliso, this for your sake will run through a couple of teams that are supported by the different celebrities, and maybe that will help you make a better decision. Jay-Z is a Brooklyn Nets fan. Brooklyn Nets who also have Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, who Mbali alluded to. Drake, if Khuliso, if that's your fancy. Toronto Raptors. Barack Obama is a Chicago Bulls fan. Wink, wink. Beyonce, Houston Rockets. With Michael Jordan, he's one of the Charlotte Hornets. Will Smith, along with Kevin Hart, who I know you love a lot. Jack Nicholson, LA Lakers. Justin Bieber, Miami Heat. And then lastly, we have on this particular list, Usher, who supports the Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't know, okay, if you heard any names.
Why would I support a team because Justin Bieber supported?
Maybe he's a believer. We don't know. Hey? Sneh, why do you support the Miami Heat? What have they done for you this season?
You know, I fell in love with them. I was talking to Lwazi earlier on today, and I was telling him that everyone should know in which season did one fell in love with the Miami Heat. The season of Wade, LeBron, and Chris. Like, the big three. Like, that was the season that I fell in love. The season where I'd wake up to watch Miami Heat because they were just unbelievable. Yeah. And when they left, and Miami Heat had to rebuild. I didn't live with them. I just stayed with the team because, you know what, I've connected with this team, so I might as well just continue with them through this rebuilding phase, because that's how Miami Heat actually work. As soon as the star player leaves, they rebuild. O'Neal left, they had to rebuild. The big three came, they left, they had to rebuild. So it's always a process of rebuilding. So Khuliso, it would be great for you to join them because you're going to be part of the rebuilding phase and then the glory days. So,
Exactly. We're going to let Liam talk about Splash Brothers for a bit.
Yeah. Yes. About what? About what? What did you say, brother?
Talk about the Splash Brothers. What did you say?
Splash Brothers. Okay, Chris, are you listening to me, brother?
Yeah, I am.
Tanaka go off about the team that he now supports, probably the fifth team in I don't know how many years. Sneh talking about her team, Mbali talking about basketball, wheelchair basketball. But let me tell you my team. Like, over the last 5 years, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So I'm talking about the last 5 years. 3 championships. In 5 years, I'd like to believe my team was the most successful in 5 years, winning 3 championships. We talk about, the players that we have. Steph Curry, of course, 3-point king. We can't dispute that. Klay Thompson.
Light-skinned niggas, Khuliso. Stay away.
Wait. Draymond Green. There's Draymond Green. There was a time where Kevin Durant came in. He used to win MVP like crazy. Yeah. He left, unfortunately. But it's not like he's at a team that's, high up in either conference. So, yeah, man. So, unfortunately, this season, it's looking bleak. We're down there at the bottom. The conference, but we're in rebuilding. I believe you're a guy who believes in projects, so this is a new project, but it's a successful project. It's a project where there's substance.
Okay, guys, do you want to do the draw now?
So wait, with the draw, are we gonna put the teams that are here on this Zoom thing? Like,
okay, so obviously I didn't put all the teams.
All 22.
No, I didn't put all the teams. No ways. I took a few from the Eastern Conference and a few from the Western Conference. So, I don't know. I think I put about. Let me see.
No, but you didn't give me a chance to sell the Washington Wizards, though.
Oh, sell them. Okay, you have 2 seconds to sell them.
Wow.
Okay.
Listen to this.
Okay.
We've got 2 number one. We've got a number 1 draft pick, John Wall. We've got Bradley Beal, who's the 3rd leading point scorer this entire season behind LeBron James and Giannis Antetokounmpo. So we've got a rookie of the year in the making in Rui Hachimura. That boy is going to be the next Kawhi Leonard. Mark my words. So John Wall has been injured the entire season. So that's why we've been tanking. That's why we're number 9 this season in the Eastern Conference. But I'm telling you, John Wall is coming back. And we're most likely going to be in the lottery pick because we're in the bottom 9. So we're going to likely be in the lottery pick. So draft pick next year on this season, I think it's on the 24th of August. We might be lucky and get a top 10 pick. So mind you, you've got 2 All-Stars in John Wall, Bradley Beal. We've got Hachimura, who's going to be a Rookie of the Year. And we're going to get another youngster who's coming into the fray. We've got a strong bench. We've got a good coach. A former coach of the year in Brooks. My man, next season, I'm telling you, the only team that's going to challenge us in the Eastern Conference is Brooklyn Nets with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. But I promise you, come crunch time, team effort over superstars, brother. Injuries are starting.
So Khuliso, basically what he's saying is they Sheffield United.
Sheffield. Let's get to the draw, right?
Department. That's your department.
All right. Khuliso, are you ready?
Ready?
Are you ready? Remember, you can't change teams. Whatever team you pick, this is your team for life. You must tattoo that team on your head.
Wait, Mbali, wait. Before you go on, we need to know which. Yeah, we need to know which teams are in there.
Oh, I put Milwaukee Bucks, Toronto Raptors, Boston Celtics, Miami Heat, Indiana Pacers, Philadelphia 76ers. I think they're also a really good team. Really good team.
If I wasn't a DC fan, like I would bet my money on Philadelphia right now. They've got probably the best young duos in the game right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Both teams big teams.
That is a good team.
If you look at Celtics, they've got Tatum, who's arguably the next Kobe Bryant in my books. You know, you've got in Philadelphia, they've got Lento's Embiid. Mbali, you met him.
Embiid, Simmons, got a couple of guys.
Exactly.
So I put 76ers, I put the Brooklyn Nets, I put the Lakers, the LA Clippers, Oklahoma Thunder, Houston Rockets, with James Harden and Russell Westbrook, also a good team as well. And our very own Thabo Supolosha from Mamelodi here in South Africa as part of the Houston Rockets. You know?
Which team does that Venda boy play for?
Venda boy. Venda boy.
Not in the NBA.
There are no vendors in the NBA. Which Venda boy?
I know about this.
Uban, who are you talking about, guys? I'm lost now.
There is this vendor guy. I'll find him.
It's NBA. Come on.
No.
What do you know?
He's not in the
tell me.
He's not in the NBA.
He's in the G League. He's probably in the G League.
No, he played college basketball. That's all.
Okay, I put the Dallas Mavericks. I put the Portland Trail Blazers. I feel like they also a promising team. Don't you think, Tanaka? Portland Trail Blazers?
Yeah, it's a really good team. You wouldn't be upset. You'll get your money's worth, certainly. I mean, you remember the moment last season in Wells? You remember?
Oh, we do.
Yeah, Dame Lillard. Okay, see, you remember the game. We were in studio together at the time.
Man.
Lillard throws it on court to win the game at the buzzer. So
the buzzer beater.
Yeah, always better.
And I added the Chicago Bulls because I feel like they have history as well, you know? And the time that they actually won the conference finals, they actually won the NBA title. And that was the time of Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, the top big three of Chicago Bulls, the history-making 3 year Chicago Bulls. And Chicago Bulls was Chicago Bulls. But right now...
No, they're just going through a transition phase right now, you know? They don't have any franchise players. So what you need to know is like most of the teams, what they do towards the season, they tank on purpose. You know, they start losing games on purpose so that they could get in the lottery pick, because then you guarantee the top draft. You know.
Yeah.
So, but there aren't any big names in college basketball at the moment. You know, except you've got Thomas, who comes from Memphis. There's also LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo
Yeah,
Ball.
he's playing in Australia, but he hasn't been. I mean, I don't think he's been tested at the highest level. But everyone is making a lot of noise about him being a number 1 draft pick. So if you're looking for a point guard, you'll definitely lose games on purpose, because then you're gonna get one of the best point guards who's gonna come in the game. The boy is 6'6".
Yeah.
He's tall for a point guard, you know.
Yeah.
So defense-wise, he's gonna come in handy for most teams.
But Bali didn't say Golden State.
Huh? Oh, Golden State,
didn't
yes,
say
I
Golden
did add it. Sorry, I did add Golden State. No, I did. But
Drum roll.
the last time we did a drum roll, Khuliso was like, somebody open that door, man. It was actually Liam who was doing a drum roll.
I was there, Poisa.
Okay. This is very important, so I'm trying to make sure that you see I'm not cheating.
I actually have the teams in my mind that if you pick out one of those teams, I will dump my team for those. But if it's not one of those, I'll stay with my team.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year!
Woo!
Golden State.
And the team is
Where's KK?
He left.
Oh, where's my camera?
Ew!
The Clippers.
Hey, that's a goodie, bro.
That's a good
Hey,
one.
I don't know what to do with mine, but that's brilliant, bro.
Hey, but you hold it in. Let me screenshot.
Where's KK? KK, this is the team.
Listen, I have some thinking to do.
Hey,
Because
No. You have to make a decision now,
You
bro.
have to give a decision now.
hey, take the Clippers, bro. Take the Clippers, K.
Yeah, so
please for the Clippers.
Khuliso, you originally chose the New York Knicks, correct? And right now, the team that's now come out is the LA Clippers. The LA Clippers have Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. Who else? Tag?
Hey, there's Montreal Harris. There's Patrick Beverly. Okay, Lou Williams. Listen, you don't want to miss out on the Clippers.
I don't know. Like for the past 24 hours, I've had this emotional connection to the Knicks. You know, so I will still love them, but I'm going with the Lakers. I'm going with the Clippers.
Yay!
Smart man, K.
Clippers!